Picking strawberries and putting them up is one of my favorite North Carolina traditions. So today I'm going to show y'all how I put up strawberry lemonade concentrate. We're going to start by washing and hulling 6 cups of strawberries. And this part always reminds me of Mamaw. When I was growing up, I would always stand beside her, sit on the counter, and she would wash the strawberries and hand me a knife, and I would help her get prepped to make jam. Of course, I ate more strawberries than I helped put up, but she didn't seem to mind. Now, I'm not sure what y'all call canning or food preservation, really, but when I was growing up, Mamaw called it putting up food, and so that's what I call it too. I'm not sure if that's Appalachian or Southern or just plain country. Somebody in the comments will have to let me know. All right, y'all, so I've finished hulling the strawberries and I got to the very end, and look how cute these little guys are. They remind me of wild strawberries. A lot of folks don't know that strawberries are actually native here in North America, and they're native here in North Carolina. And when I was a little girl, Mamaw, Papaw, and Daddy, they would take me to look for wild strawberries on the mountain, and the strawberries that are wild are really small and they're so sweet. Some of the best strawberries you can get. And I actually want to say that the strawberries that we grow today for mass production are a hybrid of native strawberries that grow here and another species, I want to say from South America. But yeah, I just thought they were cute. So we actually picked these strawberries on Friday. It's Monday, so they're not looking so great. I decided to go ahead and hull all of them. And of course, I'm not just going to put up strawberry lemonade concentrate today. I'm going to be putting up some strawberry sauce. I'm going to be making some strawberry shortcakes. And I might go ahead and make y'all videos for all of it. Do y'all hear Axel in the background? He's a menace. I might show y'all a short clip of him here in a second.
Say hey, buddy. Say hey. Are you making a lot of racket? Yeah.
So we actually picked these strawberries at Gillis Hill Road Produce, which we go there a lot these days, but I used to go to Lewis Nursery and Farms in Wilmington on Gordon Road. I have some wonderful memories there. They sell ice cream and plants, and my Wilmington family would always go there. And of course, after Mamaw and the rest of my fam moved to Wilmington, they would go there too. Now in the mountains, when we went and picked strawberries, I want to say we went to the 10-acre garden. It was the place between Waynesville and Canton. I could be wrong though. There's another place in Canton next to the river that I can remember going when I was little. I'm not sure if it was for strawberries or tomatoes or what, but Mamaw and Papa always had me at a different farm when I was a kid. All right, y'all, I've got all the strawberries hulled, and I actually saved the hulls because we might do something special with them later. And I might make a separate video on that. But now we've got to measure out 6 cups of strawberries. This is a 4-cup measuring cup. And I'm not going for exact, but I'm going for close. If it's a little over, it'll be all right. All right, so there's 4 cups. And right now we're getting to about 2 more cups, which is perfect because we're shooting for 6 cups. Do more. All right. And we're going to give these another good rinse. The next step is to blend these up. And we're going to work in batches, little bits at a time. We're going to add strawberries. And then this recipe requires 4 cups of lemon juice. So I bought 32 ounces. We're going to use this whole thing. I think that these blend better when there's a little liquid. You technically don't have to add your lemon juice until after the berries are blended, but it really don't make a difference. So, all right, then we're gonna pour our mixture into a pot or a saucepan. Add the rest of our lemon juice. And then we're gonna add 6 cups of sugar. We're gonna give this a good stir, then set it to medium-high heat. We don't want this to actually come to a boil, but we do want it to reach 190 degrees Fahrenheit. So I've got a thermometer that I can use to check it. Mamaw was a little more of a worrywart than me, and she would have sanitized all of her jars, washed them all. I'm not going to do that. I wash them in hot soapy water, which has actually already been done, but since it was done a few days ago, I'm just going to go ahead and do it again. Check the temp on this. There we go. All right, we're gonna turn this off. We're gonna give it a good stir, and then we're gonna skim it so that it'll look real pretty whenever we can it. All right, and so when I skim, I just use something like a ladle, kinda, and just pull the foam off the top. I don't think the foam actually hurts anything. It just doesn't look pretty. concentrate has been skimmed, and now it's time to fill up our jars. Now we're going to process our jars. So I already put some water in here. The jars are covered with water. We're going to go ahead and turn the heat on, and we want these to come to a boil, and then we're going to process them for 15 minutes. Okay, so we have officially been processing for 15 minutes. We're going to turn the heat off, and we're going to take the lid off. And then we're going to take our jars out. All right, y'all, so the jars have just about cooled, but they are sealed. You can tell because they don't pop when you press in the center. So I'll be taking the rings off and storing these in the cabinet. And that's a wrap, y'all. As you can tell, I've already broken into the strawberry lemonade. It really is some of the best I have ever had. You've got to give it a try. I really appreciate y'all coming along with me today as I celebrated one of my most treasured North Carolina traditions. And you'll have to let me know, what's your favorite way to put up strawberries?